I was just watching the game as I normally do, Champions League night, and I just couldn't believe my eyes. Like, I was like, what's going on here? Yeah, that's probably the greatest ever Champions League game.
And obviously it's the round of 16, so I wanted to speak to you guys both about the best moments in the round of 16 over the course of the years as well. I've had some fantastic memories and some bad memories, mostly fantastic from a Man United point of view for the round of 16, because that's normally where we are in terms of our level at the moment, winning the round of 16 as well. I'm starting everyone off with the PSG game, of course, as well. So seeing PSG come to town in Manchester, going to watch it with my brother, my cousin, and seeing us lose 2-0 at home to PSG. Prenzel Kimpembe and Kylian Mbappe score two decent goals against us on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side, who then said mountains are there to be climbed. We then go to Paris a couple weeks later. I then go and see Romelu Lukaku score a fantastic goal against Gianluigi Buffon, and then 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later he scores another tap-in against him as well. And then I think Juan Bernat scores, and I think, okay, that's more or less a tie over. They're going to win on away goals, because that was the last season, I think, where away goals was an action, and then it changed to just normal ties as well. And then who comes up and steps up in a last-minute penalty after Prenzel Kimpembe, the cheat, the scum of Paris, handballs it. It's Marcus Rashford against Gianluigi Buffon. And it was scenes. It was good times for Man United fans seeing Solskjaer win. But it was also when Rio Ferdinand jinxed us straight away by saying, Man United are back, baby. We're back. We're only going to Solskjaer the contract. Get him to sign whatever he wants. And then everything from there went downhill for the rest of the season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It just never hit that heights of Paris.
By the way, for you to say Lukaku's goal was brilliant, that's absolutely criminal. It was just a tap into an old Buffon goal. You can't say that.
I'll never talk down on Romelu Lukaku because of that night in Paris. That's how much that game meant to me. It is what it is. Nostalgia can play on your mind in different ways.
Two games that started me up in the first one was Monaco, 16-year-old Mbappe, Radamel Falcao, 6-6 on aggregate. What a game. Everyone expected City to win with that first kind of pep team. But then Falcao comes in and lobs, I think it was Claudio Bravo and got at that point.
Caballero, I think it was.
Yeah, Caballero, absolutely lobbed the shit out of him, and just shit housed a result at the Etihad and went straight through. And then to be fair, they had a decent run, didn't they? They got to the semis in that year, so they did quite well. It was Atletico Madrid versus Liverpool at Alvaro Morata field, winning the leg over 3-2. Absolutely as in a win. Marcus Llorente scored those two goals. Honestly, brilliant. Seeing Liverpool lose was brilliant, because apparently Anfield was supposed to be the atmosphere stadium for European nights.
And that was when Andy Robertson said that in the first leg, he was like, "Oh, they're yet to come to Anfield now. They haven't seen us at Anfield." So Simeone was like, "Oh, all right then," and then he just played them like a trombone.
Pretty much straight after that, what happened? COVID hit. So the bane of our lives came in, didn't it, really, with COVID? So yeah, after that game, I remember watching that in my flat in Stratford with my mates, and pretty much a week after we got put into a lockdown. So yeah, all fun and games watching the game. It was fantastic watching Liverpool get knocked out, but then we got locked in.
Crazy to see how it changes as well. And it was a long lockdown, that one as well.
To be honest, like the moments you've mentioned have all been quite good moments, but for me, the one that truly sticks out, I mean, I've got one side moment, which I'm not sure if it was caught as around 16. It was when Cristiano returned to Old Trafford.
When wasn't it?
That was that for Real Madrid? 2013.
When Nani got sent off for that red card, and that was a game I enjoyed watching. But I'd say like the best moment for me was, under our current manager Unai Emery, PSG and Barcelona. I'd say like both legs though, 4-0 and 6-1. Like the 6-1 especially, I just remember watching it, and there was so much paper talk before the game, like a 4-goal deficit. It's never been done. It'll never happen. But it was one of those, like, it's not going to happen. It's PSG, and how good they are. And then I just started watching the game, and 1-0, 2-0. They're like, oh, this we've got a chance here. And then obviously PSG score one. They're like, oh, it's probably not going to happen now, because they'll have to score, like the extra goal, and God knows how. And then just free kicks, Neymar, Messi, and then Sergio Roberto right at the end. And I just couldn't believe it. I was just watching the game as I normally do, Champions League night, and I just couldn't believe my eyes. Like, I was like, what's going on here? And yeah, that's probably the greatest ever Champions League game for me. I think Barca didn't win it that season, did they?
They didn't win it that season.
Yeah, so for me, I really wish Barca went on to win it that year. It just would have been so complete for them. Other than that, my only other sort of Champions League memories, of Villa is probably just is on Football Manager, just winning it on there. So I'll probably dig one out of the archives from one of my saves because I tend to win it quite often.
Send a screenshot. We need to see how you won.
I'll
against
find
Juventus.
some round of 16 tie on my laptop. Point. But yeah, no, that's one dream I have got. Is to watch my club in Champions League.
Sukhi mentioned a very funny quote earlier from Giorgio Chiellini happened in the round of 16 as well. So
is it?
Yeah. If you remember in 2017-18, when literally Juventus came back to win 4-3 in aggregate, Gonzalo Higuain scored his hat-trick as well. And you're just there like, oh my days, Juventus in this yellow kit winning at Wembley. I think it was 2-2 in the first leg as well. So Spurs came back as well, which was crazy. And then you're just kind of there like, oh no, Spurs have literally got knocked out from away goals in Champions League. And that's where Giorgio Chiellini said it is the history of the Tottenham.
It was self-inflicted, Hamz. It was self-inflicted, man. Do you know what I mean?
It
just came 2 goals in the 2 minutes again. We just got patterned.
One team that got patterned last season in the round of 16 was PSG. PSG after winning 1-0 in the first leg as well. I think it was Kylian Mbappe that scored that fantastic goal. They were 1-0 down already, I think, in the Bernabeu, right? I think it was rather Mbappe who scored again, did the celebration. The fans were like half-heartedly celebrating. Oh yeah, you're going to move to Madrid. In the second half, do you remember when Mbappe did that little step over past Courtois and he scored, but it was offside? Yeah. If that went in, that would have been sick. It would have been so sick.
Oh, it would have been a cold goal.
But then who was the coldest in the whole stadium? Karim. Again and again and again, he scored 3 goals in that game. Luka Modric dominating the midfield in the second half, which I will vividly remember for being such a fantastic performance and bodying Lionel Messi multiple times in that game.